question that I've fielded many times over the last couple of days is, shall I either start or shall I carry on advertising in these uncertain times? So, with all things, it's a quite complex question, really, in today's unstable economic environment. Couple of things that I would say. If you're a smaller business, you don't have cash reserves, and it's a major decision for you to advertise, then no, absolutely not. If you're a slightly more established business, you have cash reserves, or you're funded and you're looking to dominate the marketplace that you're in, then potentially start looking at advertising, because now is probably the single best time to be advertising that you could possibly ever imagine. But it takes nerve. However, most people's perspective of advertising is that you have to go out and invest a lot of money to this big, bad, cold audience out there. And that's not always the case. So we typically operate a four segment model of advertising. So we have at the top, if you kind of think of a traditional funnel, cold audience, which is, say you're advertising on a Facebook platform. So you either have interest-based audiences or look-like audiences of your best clients and customers. And you can split that. We split that into two. So you're either making straight out cold offers, i.e., would you like to buy my product or service right now, or you're building out an audience for the longer term. And then below that, we have warm, which are people that have engaged with video content or adverts that you've already placed on Facebook. But then you have hot, so people that have done certain courses of action on your website, like adding a product to the shopping cart, but have not actually gone. And then below that, you have what we call existing clients. So here's what I would be doing straight out the gate. If you already have ad accounts set up, if you're already advertising, then now is an absolutely brilliant time to be smarter with your advertising. So start off by your existing clients. You could advertise to your existing clients or customers. If you're a service-based business like a consultancy or a financial advisory company, make sure that you are seen everywhere where your existing clients are. So you can do that by uploading your client list to all of the advertising platforms: Facebook, Google, YouTube, LinkedIn, but Facebook is probably the easiest one to start with. Upload your existing client list and advertise to them. And it might just mean a mental shift about what you view as advertising, but an advert isn't this kind of product image, this big blaring, buy my stuff, book a session with me. Content. People need standout, visible experts right now. They need people who are on top of their game, and they need coping mechanisms and strategies to help them get through the short term, but then place themselves for the long term. So if you have an existing client list, make sure they are visible, because you need them to see that you're on top of your game. If you're more of an e-commerce side, so you're selling products or service, you need to be doing everything to stop the leaking bucket that maybe you weren't as focused on before this. So things like uploading your customer list of, say, I don't know, if people buy products or services with you and they're on a 12-month contract, make sure around about 10 months you're placing adverts in front of them to make sure they sign up again. So to make sure that you don't have excessive churn, keep that to a minimum. Make sure that someone who has just bought from you is being shown ads for upsells and cross sells. It's very easy to do if you have a product catalog. So for example, Facebook, you can link your product catalog and create many different rules to automate what they have. So if someone buys product A, for the next 3 days, show them everything listed as an accessory of product A that is priced under £25. And then you can run dynamic advertising campaigns that is almost set and forget based on people's purchase interaction. So that's what I would be telling most businesses to do is try and stem the leaks that you already have. So if you're advertising to existing, kick that one off straight away. But then you have your warm. So things like a lot of the clients that we work with paid advertising in an e-commerce environment aren't running adverts to shopping cart abandonments, and we just find that amazing. But it's one of the first things we do to shore up holes is people who have added a product A into the basket but have not checked out and gone all the way through your purchase process. These are the things that you should really be looking at to make sure all of the investment that you've made in traffic through search engine optimization, through partners, all the different places that you're getting existing traffic from, not just the paid advertising, that you are stopping any leakages, because now is not a great time to be wasting ad spend. The advertising platforms are going through we're seeing increases in an advertising spend across advertising cost over all platforms at the moment. So the question, should you advertise in the current economic climate and uncertainty? For most people, what I've just said are the most, I guess, recommended courses of action. When we come to the cold audience, look out for the rest of my content, because what I'm going to demonstrate are ways that you can position yourselves now as the dominant leader when things change for the better. So if you want us to have a look at your current advertising strategy and see if you have leaks that we can plug quickly that will reduce your wasted ad spend, then reach out to us now. So it's Peter O'Donoghue. You can book a growth strategy session with us at iwantpredictablesales.com. Speak soon. Bye bye.